Hello, my name is Swiss Bianco. In this video we will have a look at covert nose flashlights. That's a variety of flashlights that aren't that common. It's basically not much for sale. Either you need to make it yourself, or you need to have somebody that makes it for you. So what is a covert nose? Best example that is actually for sale is the photon freedom light. So the photon microlight variations, they make different variations. This is the freedom, and we see here in front the LED is covered. As we see here, the regular version is open, so the LED is visual. This is the covered nose. So as we turn on the white, we see it goes sideways as well. As we turn on, in this case, a red one, we see the spill is not sideways but only out of the front as a spotlight. So for tactical use, you don't see the flashlight from the sides as much as with others. So that is a covered nose. So why would you like to have something like that? It's for special purpose for sure. So say the most common use would be quite likely if you go hiking or walking in the night, that you don't want to illuminate the whole neighborhood, that you want to have a red flashlight, a red LED output flashlight that doesn't have that much side spill. And of course the tiny one is not 100% for that. You would like to have a bigger one, as we see here, and that you can actually use with the covered nose. You can take it off and then use without the covered nose, so you are flexible. So there are two ways to reach that. Either you have a flashlight, in this case with a red body, you get that in black as well, with the red LED drop in. That is older ultrafire, basically a surefire style flashlight. Or you use, like in this case here, a white LED flashlight with a red filter on top. That is basically a red coated piece of plastic that changes the color output from white to red. That's held in place with a rubber cover, and then you can basically use a white LED flashlight, in this case a Clarus, an older one as well, and that is the base. So for the covered nose, the base that you gonna have, and then you need to basically convert this head style to that head style. And the way how I do it is simple PVC plumbing. To have a polymer, a plastic tubing. In this case we had something with a thread. You need to look what kind of size you need that goes over it, and it needs to be about 1.5 inches in length after the flashlight to get rid of that side spill. It's about this distance, about probably 4 centimeters, so that you get rid of the side spill, that you have just a narrow beam, as narrow as possible. And of course the whole thing needs to go over it, and then you can press it a bit more down and it holds over it. In this case, because we have a thread, we can also screw a little bit and then it's on. Something like that. So you can take it off easily, but you can easy put it on and it lasts. It's not gonna go kaput. It's not a metal, it's not heavy, you know. Simply PVC pipe, 2 pieces, one was an adapter and then a piece of pipe, and glue it in, and then matte black painted. Important it is that we paint it inside as well. If we have inside a whitish colored PVC, like the regular PVC kind of thing that we know, that gives us again some reflection, so it's important to paint the item with a black matte paint as well. Outside you can do whatever you want. Is it green, is it orange, whatever you want, but inside it should be in a black. The same is done on this side here. So as I take it off, we simply have the adapter here, and it goes over it. That tape here needs to be replaced a bit, but it also is just snug fit, holding on to the thing. Now in this case, if we look directly in front, we have the red lens cover covering up the reflector. Here by the red LED we have the disadvantage that we have the silver of the reflector clearly visible, so actually the red cap, the red filter that is over it would give us even a bit more tactical advantage. And of course you can simply take it off, and then you have the flashlight in a white LED as you most likely usually use, and there you have more flexibility. The red one is just red. Because it's a Surefire like design, you can change the pill and the LED assembly, but you always have to get a second LED assembly and switch it out, carry the white one with you, and so forth. On the opposite side there are different varieties of LED drop-in that you can get also with ultraviolet. If you have scorpions and things like that with UV light, you can switch it to that. You can switch it to green and XL. So it depends what you wanna do, what you wanna use it for. It's really a specialty item. It's not much made by a factory for sale with the covered nose especially. So it's a bit more complex and more specialized in the whole system. But I just wanted to show a bit the pros and cons, what is possible, how easy it is to make such a covered nose, and yeah, maybe somebody out there gonna just have waited for such an item. So that much about the covered nose, how to use it, how to make it, and the advantages and disadvantages.